Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Man, silver is on the rise right now. Have we seen silver's bottom? Silver and gold both drastically and dramatically higher as the feds pump more worthless dollars into the system. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe because I post daily videos. Everyone like the video right now. Let's see if this video can get 100 likes. Everyone go do it right now. Thank you so much. So silver has been gaining traction above the $15 level as traditional financial markets recover on hopes that the spread of the global coronavirus may have peaked. Silver price technical analysis shows that the metal needs to anchor the price above the $15.45 level to encourage further gains towards the $17 resistance level. So right now it's above that technical level or resistance of $15.45. So we are technically in open waters where it could reach and go much, much higher. Silver medium price trend. Silver prices have been rallying alongside gold this month as central bank money printing and improved market sentiment are increasing demand for the white metal. The silver technical analysis over the medium term shows that a bullish breakout from a descending triangle pattern remains in play while prices trade above the $13.85 level. So, right now we definitely are in good waters, ladies and gentlemen, right? When it was going downwards a little bit, I was mentioning how it's healthy for a market to have dips, have sell-offs, right? Don't panic sell, don't start freaking out just because silver was down, because that's actually healthy for the market, especially if you want higher prices to stay that high, right? You never ever want a metal, or you never want gold or silver to just keep going upwards. That's a huge red flag indicator that there's going to be a huge crash afterwards, right? So you want it to gradually go up. There'll be some small sell-offs, some small dips, but also some buying opportunities, right? Those, when it is down, when it is lower, it just means it's an opportunity to purchase silver for cheaper one last time before it rallies again. Because at the end of the day, the markets go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And if you're a new investor, please get used to this. Experienced investors understand this. They're weathered to this stuff, but new beginner stackers might be more choppy as not understanding how these markets really do work. So the daily time frame clearly shows that the metal has started to recover after recent testing towards the bottom of the triangle. Descending triangle patterns are typically bearish, however they can also be bullish reversal patterns. So continued gains above the price channel may see bulls continuing to press higher over the medium term, with silver's 200 DMA or daily moving average and the $19 level that remain upside targets. Now we're going into silver short price trend. Silver price analysis over the short term shows that bears remain in control while the price trades below the $15.45 level, but it is above that now. Buyers now must overcome silver's 200 period moving average around the $15.45 level to encourage technical buying towards March 13th swing high around the $15.85 level. So if it can get above that $15.85 level, we're looking at very, very, very good things. The lower time frames currently show that silver is working within a rising price channel, with the top of the price channel currently located around the $17 level. Failure to overcome the $15.45 level could see sellers testing towards the bottom of the price channel around the $14.80 level. Extended medium-term support for silver is located around $14.30. So here's the summary. Silver price technical analysis indicates that silver bulls need the price to move higher above the $15.45 level to encourage further buying interest. $17 is seen as a likely upside target. So if we can get above that, it's looking like $17 silver is going to be the next stop. So what do you think about that? I also have another interesting article. This is from Cointelegraph, which is usually about cryptocurrency, but it's talking about the author from Rich Dad Poor Dad, says gold, silver, and Bitcoin lie outside the system, which is definitely true, right? Gold and silver and Bitcoin, I guess, they are going against the dollar. They're going against the dollar. They're going against the grain. The governments, the feds, the people on top of things, they don't want you to invest into gold and silver or Bitcoin because that's a direct threat to the US dollar or to the fiat currency in general, right? Because stock markets, options markets, futures contracts, whatever the case is, it's all pegged to the US dollar or to fiat currency. That's why they'll push that on you. But see, the thing with Bitcoin, gold, and silver is they have value within themselves. There's value within themselves, so that is going to scare. That's going to scare banks because they see something that is going against them, right? They want you to be a slave to the system, and the more you are a slave to the US dollar, the more in control they are, the more in control they have over you. And that's why they want you, that's why they'll push debt upon you. That's why they'll push student loan debt and credit card debt. And they want you to be falling. It's like switching seats on the Titanic, stocks versus saving money in your account versus options markets. Whatever the case is, it's all on a sinking ship. That's why gold and silver is protection, but they don't want you to have that protection. Now, millionaire businessman and author of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, mentioned Bitcoin numerous times in a podcast interview with Morgan Creek Digital co-founder. So, the reason I endorse Bitcoin is because it's for one freaking reason. You're not part of the system, and that's how gold and silver is as well. Throughout the interview, Kiyosaki riffed on many concepts through the lens of someone reportedly enlightened about what he called a manipulated system. He referenced the current U.S. economic struggles in tandem with government solutions such as bailouts. The Fed is not a bank. It's a cartel owned by the richest people on the planet, which we'll never see. The pandemic is probably real, he said, of coronavirus, but then you get so desperate you'll take the money, he added, referring to various U.S. government efforts such as stimulus checks to citizens. It's communism, he added. Communism. Kiyosaki pointed towards gold, silver, and Bitcoin, says ways to escape inflation in a reportedly controlled system that currently faces difficulties. And that's one of the reasons why Bitcoin, gold, and silver are such a great investment. Bitcoin has many faults with it. There's many problems with it. I tend to turn towards more gold and silver as a safe haven metal. Bitcoin had its time. Right now it's sitting at $7,314, which is up pretty high since that $4,000, $5,000 level. But still, there's many faults with it. There's many things. It's in a very rough draft beta stage. So, I definitely think that gold and silver are the safest, smartest investments right now for many reasons that I explain on this channel. So, the reason is you're off the central banking system. You're outside the system. That's why I say gold and silver are God's money. Bitcoin is open source people's money, which I like that. Gold and silver is God's money, right? It's coming from the earth. Kiyosaki, however, somewhat of a polarizing figure in general, with several YouTube videos and articles questioning his claims and concepts. So, I thought that was pretty cool, right? I thought that was really interesting. That was really that's really I guess good for people to understand, and I'm glad that people are talking about it, because if not, if you are someone debating whether you want to jump ship on gold and silver or even Bitcoin, you need to understand why people are, right? If you don't understand the whys, then you're just jumping into it blindly, and you're probably going to end up selling it. This is the first sign of something bad happening. You're not, because you don't understand why you're investing into it. You need to understand why you're investing into these things. So anyways, the link to these articles from JM Bullion or the Capital.com and Cointelegraph will be in the description of the video. I'm curious what you think about this. Where do you think silver prices are lying next up ahead of the curve. Do you think we're going to see $17 silver next up, or do you think silver could be dropping back down to that $14 level? What do you think? Also, what do you think about this? Where do you think real money lies? Do you think Bitcoin is part of gold and silver's little category of, of outside of the system, or do you think that Bitcoin is still part of the problem? I would love to hear your thoughts, your insight, and your education. Anyways, if you thought this video was educational, informational, or just entertaining, make sure to smash that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're new, because I do post daily videos. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.